Hello everybody, this is the part 2 of, and for this thing is the Toaster's Little Oven Comic Studio, because there must be skitters everywhere for these things as well, but I'm not sure, but I probably don't like mosquitoes as well, because they're absolutely going to ruin for everybody's lives and their children, but I cannot believe it. I'm not very sure. This is absolutely for a bad mystery for something as well, because definitely in the previous video, I have checked out all of the characters that I completely reviewed, including this one, but not that one as well. So even though this includes for one of themselves and stuff, and that anything around here in the backgrounds like this, all of the rooms that are probably sure that everything is a little bit okay around here for somewhere over here, and a little bit more for some other kinds of debts. So, this includes more debts around here, including crazy stuff and even more cursed. So, it was maintained by Crispy Kitties, or Crispy Kitties as well. But unfortunately, she kicked out of the comic studio forever, and she will never return for good because of unknown reasons about their accounts, like their legacies. They might going to go extinct for pretty sure. No redesigns of Terrible Cliffs as well. We definitely already seeing for Terrible Cliffs around here for this thing as well. Unless this is absolutely over 22 minutes around here for something as possible. But now, let's go on to be taking a look for something else as of user comics. But we pretty think this won't actually going to be taking a little bit amount of story. So let's get on to the story, as I probably definitely seeing what is going on. So we already hearing this, anything around here that we definitely look like anything around here as well, but probably toaster cookie sona, but I'm not sure for probably ourselves. There must be coconut maricon, Thai chili, and there's more as sweet roll cookie, but even more as pastel or some kind of perfume pastel. But even though that includes sugar sheet cookie and even more such as this, I'm not very sure that we probably already lost their name as well. There's Kararia or anything for itself. I'm already done with those names as well in the previous video, so I probably definitely should I just try to add for a little bit more. So I definitely added a bunch of like this or some other kinds of cursed images in the previous video. So it's also included around here for this some kind of image from Cookie Run Oven Break. It was from the Grandmaster Hotel, but this is the last comic post. Could be for ended over here in August 6th of 2025. This is absolutely pretty worse or something like, I'm not very sure. Let's get back into the oldest and seeing for their comic studio for first comics that being released it as well. Starting in July of 2023, this is pretty memorable for something as well, because things have definitely looking less good, of course, but I'm not sure. And this could be absolutely for one of their things before 2024 starts as well. So this is the Thanksgiving around here of this t-shirt. However, it was looked pretty good around for themselves. This is everybody for one of these guys around here and for some sort of like this place. And there's a Christmas comic over here. And a co-worker around here there must be for some sort of like this. They aren't laughing anyways, as they work it on for some other kinds of sprites. As the first 3 pages a little bit for one thing as well. So this is the first one that she definitely looked like. So definitely that still existed for the fronts, and we totally seen this earlier in the previous video. So this is the previous video that I just already heard around here back in the day, and one of their things could actually completely disappear around themselves. But also, she also dressed it like Earl Grey for himself. We don't think this isn't going to be look like this anyways, but I'm not very sure that where's Earl Grey anyway. I can't believe it that one of their deaths got removed for one of herselves. Another one, this is absolutely going to be taking a little bit of break as well for 2 weeks, and we're not pretty sure that whipped cream or whipped coffee cookie got homeless around themselves. And so this could be for a coconut American cookie for her own art. I wasn't supposed to believe that I just probably going to be for Petal Fortune or like anything around here. That was Petal Perfume Cookie, could be for something like the headmaster of the Grandmaster Hotel. Alright, this is absolutely for their new co-worker as well. Pesto Perfume Cookie could be even for this one. Exactly right next to other kinds of cookie themselves. So, we wouldn't absolutely going to be telling about the stories for themselves, but looks like it's absolutely pretty a little bit good as well. And there's more lot to come for this time as well. So there's more that she lives in Florida or some kind of like this. It's not Georgia like anyways, or North Carolina. Even though there's even a lot more comics around here that she posted on a while. So even there must be an art exchange around here for this one. And there's more for around here for this one, because sometimes that probably that somebody hates children for somewhere as well. So oh geez, another skibbity toilet for this one. So I eventually going to post this one, and we were not able to be seen there as well. So I definitely going to look around here for a little bit more. And even for more art extinction over here for somewhere. That's my channel studio. And I couldn't believe how that someone see Mickey Mouse as well. So even though there's a little bit more, no chains, I cannot believe it, there is a little bit more. Oh wait a second, there is going to be a little bit more or something like that. So somebody lived in the state of Florida over here. That's where the username comes around themselves. So the comic studio won't able to be uploaded or updated for some sort of like anything around here. So I cannot believe that we're not able to be thinking around here for somewhere as well. So this is actually going to be for the personal assistant, and some new cookies arrived around here. So this video could be for over 30 minutes from themselves. So I thankfully this is going to be even more and more of them as well. So this won't be going to be telling that story anyways. So you might able to be checking out of that link into the description around here. So the link is going to be in the description below of this comic creator. I won't able to be finding out as well. So throughout 2024 and all over to do this as well, that kept on continuing for something else, but turns out this would never turn anything evil as well. So even though there is no more sprites around here for during any events around here, and there could be a lot of stories around like anybody else, including NPC cookies look like this, and there anything still needed to load for anything around here, for weird gadgets, anything for themselves, and there is still have any more around here for those toasters. The little oven turned even more crazy. More crazy than I absolutely never probably going to be for a shady market. So there is a lot more time around here for this one. And that could be, I'm not going to be using around for the Delta Rune. So redesign of the Terrible Clef cookie. And there is too many more for round of those cookies around here. We'll wait for 1 hour that I'm not pretty sure. Now over 10 pages has that I definitely did here that I just totally made here whatsoever, because things might actually going to be lag pretty badly as really possible as well. So I may take a look at around of these characters as well. This is actually making too much sooner as well. So this is definitely could be like anything around here as well. So this is Petal Perfume cookie, and there is Sweet Roll cookie, and Sugar Sheet cookie, and Coconut Maricon cookie. Even though that she was redesigned, was probably a little bit big, because I cannot believe this is absolutely for one thing where she is. So this is absolutely Toasted Tart 2.0. It could be for something like even though as well, so that her old self could be for look like this. So this is the current character that I just already seen this. This is definitely going to be for its good comics, whatever that it is. And we definitely already seen her in the past few years around herself. We cannot believe these comics looks pretty good, but probably good as well to keep on focus on that thing whenever it is. Sadly, Comic Studio continues to fall, but that must be for rise and fall of these populations as well, but I definitely not gonna be pretty sure. This will definitely going to be look like a meme for some sort of like this. But there is a little bit more that we come to do this as well, like their cookies as well. I'm not very sure. There must be for the Coconut Maricon, and there must be for something anyways as well. And that pops out for anything around here. This is Festive Bee cookie, and there is a little bit more for one of themselves. That could be for much more easy. That Crispy Kitties have definitely kicked out of the Comic Studio, since I already said that back at the beginning of this video, or in the middle one, for some sort of during this video, like I probably sure. She looks like a school employee, but I'm not very sure she was carrying an axe. And even though this is probably definitely a little bit more things, that Petal Perfume is going to move all the stuff that she has done around here in Grandmaster Hotel. And so this is definitely a little bit of one thing as well, that I'm not sure this is absolutely going to be her name. I'm not very sure. This is Petal Perfume's secret. Could be for this name as well, but I'm not very sure that the name was probably unknown. I'm not pretty sure one of their names could be from the Grandmaster Hotel. There is a little bit for hotel assistant cookies. There are not absolutely being made into the game. Because of their cutscenes like these, they're totally unknown around here that I'm not very sure. That must be for the hotel assistant, room assister for as well, or the head room assister of that perfume pastel cookie look like. So that must be for another gadget like the turtle dove cookie. Turtle dove cookie like this could be even for the fan-made gadget pull. This is definitely everybody is the same that we've seen Woody as well. we're probably not sure. This cookie was definitely unknown. Let me know down in the comments if this cookie wasn't absolutely have anything around of this name. So, this doesn't seems to be for forgettable name around here for this one. So, even though that must be for some other kinds like those assistants as well. So, the assistant replacement, but I cannot believe that she'll be banished by other 75 of their employees. I'm definitely bad at reacting from themselves because I was even dumb at talking about like this because I swear my Celestia that wouldn't actually going to be taking a little bit for somewhere. So this is a new banner until the day that she drews, like even more terrible that I'm not pretty sure it was going to be for a lot of swearing. Everything has just absolutely being made. So that must be for some of the kinds of Earl Grey sprites that definitely things may not going to be changed a little bit as well. So this is definitely going to be even more crazy than I'm not probably sure. So this is absolutely for her total art collection. So, but I'm not sure. This is a repost of this thing as well. I cannot believe that this is going to be even this thing as well. So another one could be for around here in the Cradle of Darkness. But this is absolutely for some kind of new roleplay going on. And definitely there is a little bit more kind of her art. And this is definitely going to be even more weirder than I just never expected. The redesigned of Terrible Clef. And that is absolutely looked like this anyways, about for the Toasters OCs. So, but I'm not sure this won't actually going to be look like this. And definitely the last OC is the London Fog. And I cannot believe this won't be going to be actually look like this anyway. So, I'm definitely not pretty sure this is going to be for something like that. So, it's not going to be getting around here for like this. And definitely that somebody who accidentally deleted the comic studio, I'm not sure, accidentally deleted one of their characters we never probably for themselves to be looked at. So, this is the last couple of those comics that where she posted, and definitely this won't be going to be taking a little bit long. And one of themselves, things were might not going to be interested as well. Even their toilets that featured like anything as well. The first round of other kinds like this, round 2 and final round, and the winner's announcement as well. And even more crazier things that we left that we just actually trying to do. And there must be for this thing as well. Decent fudge cookie wasn't gonna be look like this anyway. Could be for some other kinds like the rot. What is absolutely going to be definitely look like this before. It will be taking a lot of things as well. And probably this is absolutely taking a long time as well that she eventually defrost themselves. I don't like Deltarune for just pretty possibly that I don't like to hear. So I absolutely copy and paste of somewhere else. This is absolutely definitely going to get a little bit worse. I pretty hate this thing as well. It may taking a little bit of a long time. So I definitely going to move into another page. But it will be taking too long as well. And my browsing engine crashed. It crashed so well. But it's definitely going to be taking so long, whatever. There are straw pages everywhere, and I cannot believe where I mentioned trying to see like anything around here for this. So I wasn't able to be seeing, but we're starting here because it will be taking for a very long time that since everything is closed around here. Especially, things are going to come to a close. Unfortunately, she might able to be retired, but I'm not very sure. I cannot believe that Land Forest or Scruffy have left the comic studio forever. They were forever done as well, so the fall of comic studio continues for right now. I definitely we seeing something a little bit sad is going on around here, but I'm very not sure that it eventually discontinued for a long time, and we wouldn't believe they were never able to go back up again around here for one of their usernames reactivated. So this is where it's absolutely going to be a small raffle thingy as well, even though as well. But did you know that Earl Grey cookie hates pastel thing and whatever it is? Because I cannot believe that I'm not very sure that I just definitely going to be saying perfume pastel was started to go over here for just a little bit. So Earl Grey turns on for this one because I definitely this is one of their rivalries as well. So never mind, I just totally lost it around here because that definitely we didn't know about her itself. I definitely forget about her name as well. You try to learn me down in the comments around here if you know that perfume thing it is. Perfume pastel cookie it is. Because I never unable to say this. I'm unable to say perfume pastel cookie for many times because I was dumb. So let's move on to the next one. And we definitely seeing this time again that toasted kitties that turns into something as well. That her profile has just changed for this very first time. It's completely getting a little bit worse, but looks like Toaster has turned it into Kitty or Chris's or whatever it is. So, it was posted by Sky Usagi. This is not posted by for something else about her. This is mentioned to be posted about multiple usernames whenever it does, that I cannot believe that isn't going to be exactly themselves. Oh god, this is definitely going to get a little bit worse from themselves. That seen by Sky Usagi or Detective Downtown like everything as well. So they have posted for some other kinds of usernames, but even so, this is nothing crazy is going to be for exactly on. So this is absolutely the TCOCT, which means I'm not very sure the Toaster's OC round tournament or anything around here. So there are the competitors as well. And when the round 2 starts, some of them have out of the game. I'm probably not sure. There must be another unknown cookie that I just already seeing right here. But now goes to the finals, and we definitely 3 of them is going to be for choosing as well to be comment to what is next. And finally, we cannot able to be doing this for them something as well. But looks like they have their winner as well. So I'm not very sure that this completely finished as well. For the winner announcement is Violent Orlander. Oh geez, this is definitely when I saw of that name. So this is absolutely for one of their teenagers, adult self-explanatory, and I'm not very sure. That must be ancient. Theoretically, should be dead. Oh geez, this isn't going to be getting around here that the word says. There must be a little bit more. That includes Magoo and Toasted Kitty over here for one of the streets. turning crazy as hell. Oh gosh, there must be totally amount of time. I'm not very sure. This is absolutely for some kind of... It's a cursed meme or something underrated memes everywhere. And Decent Fudge Cookie was probably here, but unfortunately, it didn't make it into the comic studio. But I'm not sure. She was in other comic studios that before when I never able to saw. And that must be first couple of straw pages, but I'm not pretty sure that anything around here that they are just talking about here. And he has his own pet. And even though that must be for some other kinds of audio. And she isn't defrosting as well. But there must be more couple of like these guys. One of them, they're naughty as well. But unfortunately, their first characters, like Gacha Life, was absolutely pretty terrible as well. This includes more Gacha Life characters over here, and there are nice persons as Terrible Clef, and many more cookies like themselves. And what about for unknown reasons that I didn't know? There must be Olander over here for some sort of like this. Children wearing their parents' oversized clothes, but I cannot believe that wasn't going to be enough. So, everything may not able to make any sense as well, but things that they appeared that Dark Enchantress Cookie could absolutely consume them for a little bit. I'm not very sure. This is not real. And also, that's not real as well. So, I wouldn't believe that should able to took around here for very much long, but looks like there must be straw pages. I cannot believe this is not where I just meant to be, that I just definitely saw this. But somebody who definitely kissing him as well. But even though that I totally don't like this as well. But even for sure that I probably don't like Deltarune as well. This is where my brother has just played for a long time, but I wouldn't believe that this won't be necessary as well. So on, there must be more straw pages like this one. Exactly, that is actually going to be. I don't want to see for like anything around here for this one. So we're gonna be looking again for multiple straw pages, their next model, and her plushy Coconut American model. I don't like to look like this thing anymore for this thing as well, but I'm pretty not sure this is not absolutely going to be like this. The Crazy 8, like War Crimes 28. What is this is absolutely going to be for like this suggestion. So anyways, there must be a little bit more cookies that is actually going to be dedicated to take a little bit of long time for around here. But also, there aren't living in France as well, but looks like I definitely seeing this by the first time as a little bit even possible, but took it over 30 minutes. The total is 20 pages, and we're probably going to end of this video quick because I didn't add something like anything for it else. So that is the end of this video for this right now, and the link is going to be in the description down below so you can check it out of this thing before it gets taken down. So make sure it's also linked in the description to browse some comics, because sometimes things might going to get sued by the government or whatsoever for something else in the future. But we definitely, things are going to be impacted soon, whatever that it is, that I'm absolutely going to tell you something. So thanks for watching around here for a little bit. You can browse any comics, whatever you want, and you can save for this file images from your media or the gallery to save something like whenever you want to do when you're done. Of course, that is why I'm gonna be signing off, but I cannot believe that I started to get a little bit dumb or something. So I'll see you in a part 3 around here next time.